Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll be going through the contour technology in the pocket operation. In our technology page, we have our technology called contour. As you can see from the diagram, contour works according to the shape of the actual chain itself, according to the shape of the pocket, working from the inside going out, and it can also work from the outside going in. Let's go down now into the options that we have in contour. As you can see, we have a tab for contour when we choose the contour option. As I said, we have the option of start from inside or start from the outside. And again, this can be seen in the diagrams on the bottom over here. Also, we have another option here of how we want to take care of our corners. If we have none, then we'll have sharp corners as it turns each time. If we go to our next option, fillet, we'll get a radius on the corners, making for smooth transformation between each move over here. The fillet size is actually controlled automatically according to the diameter of the tool. Next in the field, we also have the direction, whether we want to work climb machining or conventional. This is controlled over here. Next, we have the adjacent passes connection. That's the actual passes between each one of the tool paths. We can have it as a linear, as shown over here, where it goes directly from one line to the next. We can have also smooth, where it has a smooth transaction between the two. And we also have rounded, where it actually has a lead out of a radius and a lead in of a radius, automatically calculated according to half the distance between each tool path. Now, we also have another option here called exit material and connect islands. I'll show you these two options a little later on when I work on areas that actually do have islands. Next, we'll go down to our links. And in our technology, because we're using contour technology, we have the following links available. First, we have a ramping in. There is no lead in. First, we have our ramping. Ramping none will go directly down onto the area where it's actually starting its tool pass. If I use vertical, it'll also go directly down, but we can choose where we want to actually enter the part itself just by choosing a different area. Note that when you choose a specific area, it'll automatically go from that point to its start point inside the material itself. Another option we have here is angle, where it actually goes zigzag into the part on a specific angle as defined in the data field over here, according to this particular angle. Next, we have another very popular option called helical. We'll actually do a helical motion into the pocket itself until it gets to the bottom. And last, we have an option called linear. Linear is the exact same as angle, except with one additional parameter. We have a parameter here called length. This length actually defines the actual length as it zigzags into the pocket itself. So the length of the tool pass as it goes in will not be larger than what's written over here. When it reaches this value, it'll go then in the opposite direction. In this particular case right now, I'm just going to choose the option of none, where it goes directly to the point where it's going to start the actual machining itself. We then have our lead out. Our lead out is just like with the options we have inside our profile operation, and I'll leave it with a radius of 2 millimeters. Let's run our simulation, and taking a look at the tool pass itself, you'll see that the tool will go down, work exactly in the contour as I had mentioned before. You can also see the corners over here, as well as moving between each toolpath. Now, let's continue with a pocket that has islands in it, such as the one we have over here. So I'll start a new pocket operation. I'll choose my geometry. This time, since I have the islands over there, I'll just do multi-chain and click on this surface over here. And we have our geometries. Note, when we have islands, the rule is it's very simple. The outside pocket is the first chain, whereas the islands themselves are the second and third and so on and so forth. We'll accept that. I'll choose an 8mm end mill. My levels up until that surface over there. And let's go into our technology. Our technology, as far as the contour goes, is the exact same. But if I were to go into the contour now, we have the option of what we call exit material and connect islands. Let's first take a look at the toolpaths that we have without checking any of these off. We'll run our simulation and note as the tool goes down, it goes into this area over there, clears away that material, and then when it finishes that area, to get to the next area where it has to get to, it goes through the full material to get to that area. It continues on, then continues around that area itself. Note, it did not get to the island yet. Now it's going around, going to the next area over there, going closer to the island, again going towards the outside, again to the outside. Now it's going on the outside wall itself. It finishes the entire outside wall, then goes to this island, and then goes to the next island. Now let's choose the option of exit material. When we have exit material, I'll start my simulation again. You'll see, again, it cleans out this area, but when it finishes cleaning out this area, at this point, it'll go and finish off that particular area without leaving the area itself. And then when it finishes the total depth of that pocket, it'll then go up in the air. If we take a look at the side view, instead of going through the material itself, this way allowing it to move very quickly above the material itself and also not wasting any time cutting material where the tool will be passing through at the end in any case. It'll then re-enter the material itself, work in those areas, and the same thing in that area as well. If I want the tool to go up to this next area before it finishes this pocket, in other words, to stay on the same Z level, all I have to do for that is in my technology, just click on complete Z level. Then it'll stay on the complete Z level. But now let's go back to our contour and check the other option called connect islands. What this does is as follows. If we were to take a look now at our toolpath, the toolpath again works around the area itself over there. And what actually happens is when it gets to its finished cut, it gets closer to the islands itself. But now you'll note that it connects them together. It'll start its finished pass now, go around, go to one island, and then go to the next island. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.